welcome to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time for my March 2022 collection update video. And this is where it started going well, downhill, wrong, spending way too much money on physical media again. Let's just get straight into it. This month I picked up a single DVD from Germany. I picked up Crystal Hunt, a Don Yen movie I had never seen before getting this. So when this popped up on Amazon Germany and I noticed it, I had to get it. It's one I've been wanting to see for quite some time, and sadly there's no Blu-ray of it, so I had to go the route I could. I quite enjoyed this movie. I will however say that whoever approved the English subtitles for this release needs to be slapped. Or at least something. Need to take a grammar course or learn better English, I guess. Not that I'm the best at it myself, but the subtitles here shouldn't have been approved. They are so bad. I sometimes I could barely understand what they were trying to say. So at one point I just decided to skip over to the English audio track. It sucks because this release does have the original audio track and English subtitles, which is my preferred way to watch these movies. I don't like the English dubbed track, and I don't understand German, so I'm not gonna play that audio track either. I really do hope we get a Blu-ray release of this one, and that'll be an instant upgrade for me for sure. So, Crystal Hunt, don't get it if you want the original audio track and want to read the subtitles. It's almost not worth it. I said almost. Oh, I'll keep it in the collection. Then, well, technically I should start off with the sequel. Swordsman 2 and 3. I wanted Swordsman 2 because Jet Li's in it. It was one of my missing movies with Jet Li on Blu-ray in my collection. And for whatever reason, there's a couple of releases of these movies, but for whatever reason, 2 and 3 are always in a combo pack. You can't get them on their own, as far as I know at least. So I picked this one up, but having Swordsman 2 and 3, I guess you kinda gotta pick up the first one too. Even though it's only the second one I really wanted because of Jet Li. So I have the trilogy. I had seen Swordsman 1 and 2 before, and I quite enjoyed those two movies. Swordsman 3 was a first time watch, and I'm not as big a fan of that one as I am the first two. So, yeah. But then again, I have the trilogy now. Good martial arts movies, fantasy martial arts movies, so beware of that if you want to check them out. Then from Germany, one I could have saved my money on now. Martial arts of Shaolin. Yeah, more Jet Li that was missing in my collection, and at the time the only Blu-ray release of it. Out of nowhere I came across it on Amazon Germany, and it had been out a while, and I just hadn't seen it. No, I hadn't seen anybody talk about it, and being Jet Li missing in my collection, I picked it up. Now, just a few days before shooting this video, Shawscope Volume 2 got leaked on Amazon, and wouldn't you know which movie is in that box set? Martial Arts of Shaolin. I knew that was gonna happen eventually. Just didn't expect it to happen that fast. So this one won't be staying in the collection for long. Scope is coming home to me for sure. There's a bunch of great movies in that. Or I've seen 3 of the movies in that box set, and I checked out the trailers for some of the other ones, and they look great too. So yeah, Martial Arts of Shaolin. Hey, oh no, not gonna toss it, but I'm gonna sell it. From Vinegar Syndrome, I picked up Talons of the Eagle, VSA number 22. Not that that matters to me. More Billy Blanks. I love picking these movies up. I had a great time with these back in the 90s when they came out, and this one was no exception. Still not one of my favorite Billy Blanks movies. I do believe I've talked about that before, and yeah, enough. I'm shooting these videos out of order, so I don't remember what I've said or plan on saying. Guess you'll have to hustle it all together. So yeah, Talons of the Eagle. I'm not gonna take it out of the case because I kinda hate the way Vinegar Syndrome is doing that. But I got number 2102 out of 5,000. Oh yeah, Billy Blanks. Also from Vinegar Syndrome, Drop Dead Fred, Brick Mail, one of my favorite UK comedians that's sadly not with us anymore. There he is. I love the show Bottom. That is one of my all-time favorite UK comedy shows. So, while this is not a great movie, and it's still nowhere near the level of greatness that both Young Ones and Bottom is. I do have fun with this one, so for me this was a no-brainer to pick up. I did have plans on picking up the UK Blu-ray, just never get around to it. So yeah, but now I have the Vinegar Syndrome. Rest in peace, Rick. Kung Fu, plenty of Kung Fu. I do believe I've talked about it before. I've never really been the biggest fan of old school Kung Fu, 50s, 60s, 70s. I have always preferred the early, or when Jackie Chan started Police Story, stuff like that, Project A, along those lines of martial arts movies. So Shaw Brothers have never really been on my radar. I've known about them, but I've not seen a ton of movies. Heck, Martial Arts of Shaolin that I just showed you guys, I never knew that was a Shaw Brothers before I got the Blu-ray here. Never rang a bell to me, so made in my surprise. So I never picked up any of the 88 films titles that they put out. They do have the 88 Asia collection. I don't have many of them. There's plenty of them I'm missing. So for whatever reason, when Shawscope Volume 1 came out, I did learn about a few titles that are Shaw Brothers movies, hence Martial Arts of Shaolin. And I dived in, start picking up a bunch of titles. So, Kung Fu, more Kung Fu. Spiritual Boxer, 88 films, Asia collection, number 21. Like I said, I didn't pick up any of the earlier ones. There's many now that I do want that are out of print. So hopefully, while some people will be mad, I'm hoping that Arrow will put out more of these out of print titles in the box sets, upcoming box sets now. So, but yeah, Spiritual Boxer. Now I do want to say I kind of believe I made a mistake when I got all these movies. I watched way too many of these martial arts movies or kung fu movies in way too short a period of time. There's many of them I think I'm mixing up now, so I should have spaced them out a little more, and I'm gonna do that with Shawscope Volume 2 for sure. So yeah, but I do remember Spiritual Box. I quite enjoyed this one. There's some I enjoy more than others, and this one, Come Drink With Me, probably one that I enjoyed way more than I expected. I had seen people talk about this one online and how it was quite, you either like it or you hate it. Not many in between. This is the first in King Hu's In trilogy with Dragon Inn and I forgot the title of the third one now, but that's not important. But yeah, Come Drink With Me. I quite enjoyed this one. It's easy to see that it's from the 60s. It's just really old movie. It's not up to today's standard by any means, but I really enjoyed this movie. I'm on the side of really liking this one, and I am tempted to pick up the Arrow version of it too. There's some special features on Arrows that I kind of want to see. 8 diagram pole fighter, Gordon Liu. This one I had seen before, and again, didn't pay attention to it being a Shaw Brothers presentation. So, yeah. Sadly, you could see these titles don't have slipcovers. These editions are still in print, but slipcovers are out of print. So, I'll never get that complete series. So, that some of the titles are just way too expensive now, and some of them I can't even find, and a few of them I don't want. But yeah, 8 diagram pole fighter. Gordon Liu has never been a martial artist that I've been drawn to for whatever reason. Maybe it's because it's Shaw Brothers, me not paying much attention to that. I don't know. Could be. But having gotten this interest in these old, or Shaw Brothers in general, have put me in the mood for more of Gordon Liu. So the fact that we got more in Shaw Brothers or Shawscope Volume 2 is good. So hopefully I like those movies too. I have seen a couple of them. Clan of the White Lotus, number 26. Again without slipcover. And one still in print. And another one I really enjoy. Quite enjoyed this one actually. Yeah, this was the one I really enjoyed. Now, Kill Bill. If you've seen Kill Bill, you'll recognize this person here, I guess. Kill Bill has never been one of my favorite Tarantino movies, but watching a bunch of these old school kung fu movies, maybe I should give Kill Bill a second. Oh well, I've seen it once, twice. Maybe I should give Kill Bill another chance. But yeah, good movie. First one with slipcover, the Chinese boxer, Jimmy Wang Yu. Another one I almost want to say that I've never really heard of Jimmy Wang Yu before picking these titles up. That's not been a name that's been on my radar. All these old Shawscope or Shaw Brothers titles have never been widely available to me that I've known of. So yeah. But another movie that I kind of enjoy, or I did enjoy. Hopefully we'll get more down this alley. Like I said, I've just I watched these movies way too fast together. So there's a couple I didn't enjoy as much, but now I'm questioning which ones. Disciples of Shaolin. Fusheng, apparently another name that was a big prospect growing up, and sadly he's not with us anymore. He could have been a big name too. Another, yeah, this is the one where they go looking for work. Yeah, this one I enjoyed too, as far as I remember. I almost feel like I had to rewatch all these movies again to shoot this video because I'm drawn. Let's see, the Flag of Iron, number 29, and Legendary Weapons of China. I know that there was one of these that I didn't like all that much. I wanna say Flag of Iron. I didn't enjoy that one nearly as much as the other ones. Yeah. Legendary Weapons I quite enjoyed too. So it is Flag of Iron. So yeah, they can't all be winners. Next set of titles that 88 put out was Monkey Kung Fu and Shaolin Mantis. Just I've never seen any of these titles before getting them either, and just from the looks of it, I was expecting to really enjoy Shaolin Mantis, and Monkey Kung Fu was just a hit or miss, I guess. But I actually quite enjoyed Monkey Kung Fu. I've seen this one is the only one I've seen twice since getting it, and I had a blast with this one. This could easily have been a early Jackie Chan movie. It's in the same line of all those old movies that he did. The actor kind of takes off from Jackie Chan, or kind of resembles Jackie Chan a little bit in this one, I want to say. The mannerisms and fighting styles, I guess. So yeah, Monkey Kung Fu, that was a fun one. Shaolin Mantis, it was a good movie. I couldn't stop laughing at him when he was learning how to fight like a mantis. He was just watching this little mantis on a branch, and he was mimicking his moves and learning to fight like that. A bit silly, but okay, it worked. The story of Ricky O. Had seen this one before. I didn't get the deluxe edition simply because at the time I didn't feel like I needed all these big editions. There's some that I kind of regret buying the deluxe edition. I could have waited for like this one with just the standard slipcover version. I don't read all the books. I don't need all the posters. Just if I can just get the movie with a nice slipcover, then I'm good, I guess. So yeah, but bonkers movie, totally bonkers movie. Had seen this one before, still enjoy it, and it's just one of those you put on just to laugh at how stupid it is, but it's a fun time. Then from Eureka, I picked up Cinematic Vengeance 8 Kung Fu Classic from director Joseph Koon. Haven't seen a single one of these movies yet. This is where I realized that I was watching these movies way too fast after one another, so I wanted to space these 8 movies out a bit, and I guess now I kind of forgot about them. I don't know. Have to get around to them eventually. But yeah, 8 movies in two cases. I haven't seen any of them before that I know of. Maybe a Danish title or a different Danish title, I don't know. But hopefully I'll enjoy these movies too. And yeah, I'm glad I picked it up. Then I also picked up Duel to the Death. This one, I quite enjoyed this one too. But this was one that I did not remember if I had seen before. I watched most of the movie still. I don't remember this. Have I seen this one before or haven't I? And then you get to the end fight of the movie. And I'm still sitting here. Okay, I know that end fight scene that I've seen that before, but I still don't know if I've seen the movie before or just that end fight online somewhere. I don't know. But this one was again one I held off getting for quite some time. I don't know why. This one, I went through my period of trying to scale down on physical media and trying to only get the movies that I knew I really wanted. It didn't last apparently, but this one was one I skipped when it first came out. Thankfully, I was still able to get it with the slipcover that sort of match the other movies in this old school kung fu line, as Eureka apparently call it. But great kung fu movie. Odd Couple, more Sammo Hung. Another one I hadn't seen before, and I really enjoyed this one. It amazes me that pretty much month after month after month they put out another Sammo Hung movie that I've never seen before, and each time I enjoy the movie more and more and more. But yeah, Old Couple. I had a blast with this one where they play the two lead guy plays two characters each, studying under the other one. So Old Couple. Thankfully, no poster in the slip. No, that's just a booklet. Oh well, not like I have room for the posters anyway. But old school kung fu fans, give this one a go. And then the big one for this month, the one that I had no plans on whatsoever to pick up. Again, I didn't know much about Shaw Brothers. I hadn't seen many of the movies, at least I didn't think so. I still don't think so. I keep seeing titles that I've never even heard of before. So I'm gonna be picking up every single volume we get of Shaw Brothers or Shaw Scope. This is volume 1. Again, I learned martial arts of Shaolin, a Jet Li movie. I knew that if they were gonna put that out in a box set eventually, now that they are doing it, I would have to get that. So having volume 2 and not having volume 1, can't do that. So, well, if you have any interest, you've seen this one. But yeah, you get this big book style, and I do love the artwork. I had only seen one of these movies before getting this one, and I enjoyed most of them. I quite enjoyed these two Shaolin Temple movies. Probably my favorite of the set. I've seen people talk about other movies and in the set how it's their favorite, and no one's really talking about these two movies. But I don't know, I just really enjoy movies about Shaolin Temple, I guess. Sadly, it's not the Shaolin Temple movie that I'm really looking for on Blu-ray. Jet Li's first movie is called Shaolin Temple. Martial Arts of Shaolin is also known as Shaolin Temple 3. sadly, the Shaolin Temple I want isn't a Shaw Brothers title, so you won't see that in any of these volumes. That one, I. It's not a great movie, but I had more fun with this movie than I expected to have. It was just, it's silly. It's complete King Kong ripoff, and it was just I laughed all the way through it. And I can't read the names off the screen right now, but I do like. Now this one, I did see people talk about how great this movie was, and I didn't enjoy it all that much. This, yeah, the boxer from Shanghai. This is the original. Cincinnati Kid is apparently is a remake of Boxer of Shanghai, and then you got the recent released Hero from 88 Films with Yun View, the one that I had seen before any of these two. All those three movies are pretty much the same story. And Cincinnati Kid, or Chinatown Kid, rather, and Boxer from Shanghai was the first time I saw them. And I actually enjoyed the original more than the remakes, even though I had seen Hero way more than any of the other ones. I do really like the artwork on these. I do wish I had room for posters, and there would have been some included in the set. And then you got a couple of audio CDs that I haven't listened to, and I don't know if I'll ever will. But this is a great set, and I do hope that we get plenty more box sets, because I want to know more about Shaw Brothers. So that's the Blu-rays. Then I only got 2 4K titles, so the video won't be too long, hopefully. First, from Arrow, I picked up The Hills Have Eyes. This was the first title I picked up in the month of March. I had the standard edition Blu-ray of this. I never got the limited edition, so I had no problem upgrading to get the limited edition. The fact that it was 4K was a nice little bonus, I guess. But I picked this one up because I thought, well, there's not really that many movies out this month that I want to pick up, so I can spare the money for this one. I wasn't in a rush to get it, but I could spare the money. As you saw, the month was a little bigger than I expected it to be. Oh well. But yeah, old school Wes Craven. Not his best work, but I don't mind having this in the collection at all. I would like to have a complete Wes Craven collection, especially in 4K. And then finally the big 4K box set. Ghostbusters. Does it have a name? Ultimate Collection. Until the next one comes out. So I didn't have any of the old school or the old Ghostbusters movies on 4K, so I decided to go with this box set, where you get Ghostbusters 1, 2, and 3, booklet, and some special features. Now, we all know the old Ghostbusters movies, classic movies. This box set even did get new artwork that the standard editions didn't have, so I didn't mind that. Ghostbusters, classic. Ghostbusters 2, not as highly regarded as the first one, but I still really enjoy it. I have fun with all the Ghostbusters. And then Ghostbusters Afterlife. Couldn't they have done artwork that resembled the older ones a little bit more? Not that I'm complaining, but this one was a big surprise to me as how much I really enjoyed it. Ghostbusters 2016. Yes, I'm gonna talk a little about that. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I understand why people don't like it. It's not in my collection. I'm not in a rush to put it in the collection. So this one had me. Well, I wasn't nervous, but I was a little skeptic after all 2016. But I really enjoyed this one. And I'm so glad that we're getting another sequel just to see where they take it. Ghostbusters should have been well, it is kind of a big franchise, but it could have been so much more, so many more movies, I guess. So, yeah, more Ghostbusters. And just, this is the way to do it, folks. 2016, not the way to do it. So, that's it. My complete March 2022 collection update video. And with that, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.